Hey everybody, it's Moonhorse again. Coming in just before this video with a little bit of information. We're talking about the University of Utah healthcare program. A friend of mine is not doing well and needs you guys, if you can, to look into this program, donate if you can, help out if you can. They're looking for, donations, people who can do live kidney transplants, the whole thing. This is a very good cause, and it's very, very important. So if you guys have anything you can do to help, or any way that you can help at all, please do. It would mean a lot to me. It would mean a lot to everybody. It's not just me, it's about everybody. Everybody's in this together, so we should all put together to actually do something. Like, if you're interested, or you have any way that you can possibly get in touch with this, or if you're in the area and you can do something to help out, you can contact them at uofulivingdonor.org. Or you can contact them at the phone number 801-587-8816. If you're interested in helping my friend specifically, when you get through to somebody or you're talking to somebody, ask for Corinne C. Powell. That's who needs the help right now. It's this person who asked me to kind of help out, not just for her, but for everybody. So if you want to help out, you want to contribute to a good cause, you want to do something good, really help these people out. They could use it. Alright, so now on with the show. What's up, you sexy bitches? I'm getting fucking drunk. I'm gonna read some horrible fan fiction, like you do. And this is supposed to have multiple chapters. It doesn't. Unless it's broken up in the story. I didn't read that far ahead. Anyway, this doesn't matter. This is Link's New Adventure in Hyrule High School. Everybody knows that the one rule about high school fan fictions is somebody fucks constantly. I'm going to need much alcohol for this. Here we go. Author's note. Hi, everyone. I came here to post my story because I've been really inspired to write lately, and I wanted to share it with like-minded individuals. Thanks for reading. Be sure to share it with your friends. Chapter 1. Link woke up one day and watched his naked body glistening with manly oils in the mirror. Damn, he was beautiful, and he knew it. He didn't even bother to put on a shit when he wallyoked out the door. Instead, strapping his trusty sword to his chest and a pendant of Malin around his neck, he's going to visit her and confess his truest of feeling. But first, he had to go to school. As he walked down the street to go to school, his massive thingy hung between... He's not even wearing pants, okay? Hung between his legs, shocking all the girls and some of the boys along the way. It must have been hard having a big thing, thought all the other boys, watching Link's members scrape along the ground and even hitting a cat. Woo! Link didn't care, because he was super cool and really popular, unlike that shithouse Davis that lived down the street. One day, Link should pay him a visit, give him a real walloping. But no time for that now. Link entered the school, and everyone inside gasped on cue. He's so cool, these guys said. He's so handsome, the girls said. Link smiled the whole time, without saying a single word, and everyone knew that each and every one of them had a special place in God's soul, because Link loved each and every one of them. Aww. As he walked to class, crowds of people lined the hallway to look at him. Looked just like Moses parting the Red Sea. Except it was Link, not Moses. What the fuck is the story? When he finally made it into class, his teacher gave him an amazing score on his essay. History essay, to be precise. As Link really loved history. But he also loved Malin, who sat in front of him. She wore something nuns would wear, without the infidel headscarf. What? And missing parts of fabric on the clothing's upper thigh. They love staring at her upper thigh areas. It's the sexiest part of a woman's body, except for her ass and titties. I don't know why it says that. In the back of the class was some faggot named Ganon. E was buff and emo. A bad combination. No one liked Ganon because of his embarrassing eye problem. Every 3 minutes, it would shed a wart and infect the nearest person. What? So he sat alone, away from regular people, like Link and Malon. Link whispered in Malon's ear. It's all in caps. So it's a whisper like, "Hey, look at that freak Ganon! I bet he smells bad too!" So he basically just screamed in her ear, and she's just like, "Ah!" He said, grimming from nostril to nostril. What? He has a tiny mouth. Malon turned towards him, the face of a stern nun on her face, like a mask, and let out a single high-pitched bullet sound before creaking her head back to the front of class. So basically, she just slowly turned around, looked at Link, and went, "Ah!" and then turned around again. Fucking shit. Man, I sure hope Malon likes me. It's all in caps, so I have to yell it. Link extrapolated in his thinker while winking to all the ladies. The teacher stood in front of the class. There's 2 commas. I had to extra pause. In front of the class, silencing it with a quick hoo noise. Okay, so the teacher stood in front of the class and went, "Huh!" and that shut everybody up. She came straight from Africa. At least that's what Link heard from the bald kids' table who ate lunch. What? They seem to know a lot, so he listened to them always. They even say she has a Babon baby. Wow, cool. What the fuck am I reading? She started scribbling on the board with her chalk before turning back to the children. "Who smells like man oil?" she screeched like a ragged monkey. Link proudly stood up, showing his manhood off to everyone. He doesn't talk, but in this one he does. He says, "That's me, Link," but I guess he would actually just be like, "Ha!" He shouted to the heavens. "Well, I hope you know you're oppressing all the women in Thais class by using man oil, because man oil spreads support for straight white people who have able bodies and functioning minds. The patriarchy is mean to us." What the fuck am I reading? She whined before scratching her head for lice. Link, blown away by her stupid argument, responded with a supple, "Yo, you're dumb!" Classic. The class laughed so hard, the Chinese government sent their tanks to Link for blessing them with his class's laughter. What? What the fuck? I'm so confused. Then the bell rang, and Link met up with his best friend, Midna. The first 2 letters are capitalized. You have to yell the first part. This nerd bitch who sat far away from Link because she's like nerd and has Ned friends. Her friend's Ned. Unlike the popular Link. Hi senpai, she said, crying a little. She had a big crush on Link. But Link didn't realize it because he had a crush on Malon, who was way prettier than that nerd Midna. I get it. Oh god, he yells, "Hello, Midna!" He screeched like a majestic eagle protecting its cub. Eagles don't have cubs. "What can I do for you?" She shrieked back, scared at Link's unnaturally loud and suave manly voice / oils. That's one way to put it. That covered him on every inch of his silky white skin. She blinked massive tears away and held her breasts and responded, you think you could give me kiss?" Weird face. There's like a weird face. It's like a text. I don't know how you pronounce that. Like that. That's how you pronounce that. It's not a word, but fuck it. Link stared at her for a few moments, his eyes focusing on her boobs more than a bird watcher's binoculars on the mightiest of birds, the bald eagle. Yeah, that's in there. So finally, he came back to his senses, his manly logic coming back into his mind quickly. No, he bragged, causing her to burst into tears. He grabbed her face, making sure the tears didn't drop on the floor, lest they ruin the janitor's hard work over the night, cleaning the bodily fluids of overly sexual teenagers who didn't know what abstinence was and were afraid to use it because they'd rather get handouts from the American government. What the actual fuck am I reading? Midna whimpered, her face melting into his hands. She tore her face from his God-ordained hands and ran screaming down the hallway. Link shrugged. I'll make sure to make it out to her later. Make it out to her. He screamed, so yeah, it's always capitalized. He extrapolated. Her fresh tears on his manly hands / oils. He licked them, making sexy noises like, ugh, as he did. I'm ashamed that I made that noise. He winked to a couple of lesbians who were immediately impregnated by his gaze. No homo in this high school. Finally, after a long day, he left school, his two swords smacking the ground as he ran home. Growing calluses. When he got home, he threw open his Hyrule laptop, texted Zelda with awesomeness. She was his best friend, who was like a big cheerleader, and she had big boobs and a massive vagina. Link liked girls with massive vaginas. Good to know. Lol, XD, Midna cried when you refused to kiss her, Zelda sent him. She cried more than a beluga whale, which is distantly related to her, I believe. Link sent back. This is all in capital letters for no reason. Finally, he went to bed really late past his bedtime, which his dead mother would have slapped him for. But she can't do that now because she's very dead and Link is not, who is living alone in his home. What? Link went to school the next day, trailing bodily fluids as he walked. Ew. When he got to school, everyone was crowded around Malin's locker. Link parted them, looked at the locker. A dead Malin was hanging out of it by her anklets. Well, I'd tell you what will happen in the next episode, but I can't because this is literally the only chapter of this story. It's over. We will never know what mysteries happened, what bodily fluids were shot onto strangers, and what the hell an anklet is. Anyway, yeah. This fucking, like, what am I doing with my life? Like, comment, subscribe if you enjoy this. Also, I have a Patreon if you want to send me $1. That'd be really, really helpful. I would love you. Seriously. Seriously. Okay, bye.